look really good. When they lose, you kind of just know, you just scratch your head and ask why they're losing those shots. But they are going to be starting with a kill on the Ching on wine area. And senyorcarL from the other side takes down Georggyyy, while 2G Monster takes out Emman. And with that being said, it's 4-2 in favor of GXR in the first round of this map.
That was just some due diligence for Zeal. They basically saw that there was a one-way smoke in A main, and they were like, yo, Nico, use your shock dart just to check out the corner there. And immediately Ching was like, I gotta get out or else I'm gonna get flushed out here. Anyways, that does leave Karl to deal with this 4 versus 1, but luckily Naporean still has his clear, so this take onto the B side should be straightforward. senyorcarL has already taken 1. He's gonna find Yohann, who was just plastered at stairs just because of that gravity well, and senyorcarL is gonna be charging out, but Georggyyy takes out the blades. Okay, 1 for 1. This is a good trade enough, but Zeal has taken the site, still has yet to really plant the spike down. Gets spotted. Georggyyy goes in smartly, but the wall bangs from FireSaiyajiN, really smart plays coming in from the man himself, leaving it only to Emman and Ching. Now Emman spotted. Kagan approach into this one. Karl already spotted out. He wants to go for the refrag, but only gets the find onto FireSaiyajiN. That can actually be really good because FireSaiyajiN's the only one who can actually top his HP off. Ching comes into the side onto logs. Now has using this cloudburst to use as cover as he clears out the rest of the Zeal members. senyorcarL finds him through the smoke, which is good, but the spike has been dropped down. 30 seconds onto the timer. senyorcarL down 31 HP, and they have to wait for a bit of that utility. They can't really charge at this. They still have a bit of time left here, Wolf, and they know it's going to be all about that contact. So they're playing this as closely as possible. I'm not sure if they're going to try to charge about this, but it seems like they are going through the smoke. But again, no time left. They just had to have to hunt for it. Nico finds 1, but he flicks just a bit there, and then your teammate can just follow up on you and even pick up the weapon that was dropped down. Ching, though, holding the closer angle, finds 2G Monster, and he's going to be able to get the shot off. But the big problem for here is Emman couldn't really help him from heaven. Everybody was just coming in. Ching was trying to close in onto short. Not really going to happen. FireSaiyajiN has to back away as he was getting pummeled by the shock dart, and now it turns into a really good retake for the side of GXR, but they have to deal with the slight members here of Zeal as Nico clears out the lockdown, even tags a couple of opponents here, and his 2 versus 2 becomes incredibly workable. But the big problem is, yeah, that spike is way behind. Shock dart, Nico, hello? No,
hello?
No way.
No way.
Oh
my god. And he gets a kill in the act. It was a round for GXR. Quite free. Now Saiyajin is gonna march forward, but Nico will be the one to find Yohann first. Now marching here towards to get the Saiyajin, just the wall bang first will not land the mark, not even a few damage onto his opponents out there. Control for Zeal now, but look at FireSaiyajiN takes out Georggyyy, a very crucial pickup onto the jet. Karl as well as 2G Monster going up to heaven, but senyorcarL is ready for that one. Pushes forward.
Zeal, as long as they can figure out where the Killjoy isn't, they know that they can have such an easy time to take the site, because if they have Nico throwing out his recon dart, his shock dart to help clear the site, as well as senyorcarL and FireSaiyajiN just charging right in, it becomes such an easier mark for them to just come in and just clear out the corners there. Speaking of clearing out the corners, Karl able to sneak in a killer, so replicated, and Ching just knew which area through the smoke he had to the pre-fire, and believe having a phantom in his hands makes it such an easier deal for him to just punish. Now, not the end of the world. Spike will get planted down. senyorcarL is spotted, backs away first, but does get tagged. And this is the full-blown utility that GXR has shown to us. Flash and senyorcarL, okay. Putting some ripples in the water, but in the end, it's utility to deal with for Zeal here. Now, FireSaiyajiN is about to throw out his utility. They should be aware that one is just going to be in the corner, and again, you gotta peek logs, my dudes! Logs is just an angle that Ching loves to play around in. I don't know if he's a logsman or something, but it happens, it works. senyorcarL hunting down the reloader, and that's gonna leave it to Yohann. Does have an ultimate 3 versus 1, very, very doable. And now he's going to be charging in, but he has just rattled the cage, Wolf. He's going to get hounded down himself if he's not careful, but he just wants to hold his own.
But he's there. And we'll confirm you round victories for sure. Now Ching is going to be able to take out 2G monster. As Emman is going to be traded off. Ching fights a seconds of FireSaiyajiN. Ching is on fire. How many kills does he have right now? He's got 10 kills. 10 frags. Georggyyy takes out Nico. senyorcarL finally takes out Ching. It's Georggyyy versus Flash, and Flash wins it. Now there will be a plan for the spike onto... Oh, but Karl is in a good spot once again. And he can't defuse this. Everybody's too far away. He's gonna cancel it for now and takes down Flash. Continue
with someone like a 2-1-2 setup would be perfect. FireSaiyajiN, you can just leave him on his own, but everybody else, you need to have that utility to take in these sites. Speaking of which, though, Monster finding Ching through a main, I believe, through the smoke as well, as he just sprays and prays with that frenzy.
Oh, very well done from 2G Monster, and they have set up in a very close plant in the second pistol round of this map. And already Zeal, they are making their move on. Now it's time to go. In comes the Jet going for the worst. Generator is their target. Look at that. FireSaiyajiN just cuts down the Sova. And all of them went in together. Just have lost their Jet. Well, for GXR, it's the Killjoy. Now Nico is going to be able to find out Karl. Now he's going to be able to control that dart as well. Oh, he's had to reload and will be caught by Emman. That's his second kill of this round. He recovers one gun. And now FireSaiyajiN has to clean up house. Will be able to take out Georggyyy. Now Emman and Ching, the last one for the side of GXR. And I still think this is good. Oh, Emman finds more, gets the third. And they will be able to plant the regrowth to help him out. Back to 31 HP. This is very much doable. FireSaiyajiN had to get 3 kills of his own just to salvage this round for his team. A Sky, a Blind will be...
Angles here, Spike has been planted down. But this is where I think Zeal is just playing it the patient game. FireSaiyajiN, if he's not careful, this is one in the front, one in the back. Yeah. And this could actually turn deadly.
Karl is ready for this one, but FireSaiyajiN opens up with a kill onto Emman. Nico gets one. They combine all together. They attack once again together at the same time, catching GXR off guard, much like in the pistol round.
Still doing what they can to go about this, using the numbers that they had, and as soon as they get the site, this is going to allow them to just rush right in. FireSaiyajiN, he just knew where Karl was, and this is just going to be... I don't know what's going to happen. They do have the weaponry, but it's a 4 versus 5. Flash is coming in. Good picks from Yohann. Lines it up okay, but FireSaiyajiN is awake. Nico comes in from the flank. One in hell. But you know what? They're
hiding them.
I totally agree with that, Wolf. I get that. But I think I have to also point out the fact that the way that, okay, really good pick for FireSaiyajiN there. He even baits out the Wolf here. Sorry, the Tasmanian Tiger, if you want to be going into the specifics. A double duelist here, and they're just wiping out the competition. Still Georggyyy, though, makes a case, uses the blades. Immediately, Yohann pulls the trigger onto that lockdown as they try to go for the B side. Dashes right in from Georggyyy, but FireSaiyajiN, he can just find him before he gets taken down. Georggyyy, though, what a beast in his own regard, gets the right click onto the blades and is still finding more targets. And this is just the drive-by, Wolf. He is finding thrifties as he gets Nico. Give him the ace already, why don't ya? But it's left into the 1 versus 1. He's down to 38, but he does have the blades. Georggyyy, no! That smoke has disappeared, and now they're left without their entry fragger. Their main man, Georggyyy, senyorcarL. Oh, Yohann, really good pre-fire angle there. Finds him and just wiggles out before senyorcarL can connect the shot with the bullet on that operator. But look at where the attackers are going to be coming from. They're just going to allow this to just come in, because they don't really have to go too deep into it. Nico could be in a really bad spot, but he's seeing the utility already. He saw the drop down now. The back of the site is not safe for him, but he is making a case. He still gets the kill. Ching down to 6. And this is not going to be good at all. 7 seconds, yes, but they're low.
Lockdown is not going to hit the mark, but they will push them to a corner. Now Zeals with the wall to Ching. Now they want to find more. Has to reload, transfer to the classic. But when the help was made, Flash is going to be there to kill down the Killjoy, defuse this, and take game number 1 against GXR. Beautifully done. Still 5 apiece for both teams. We're trying to take it slowly. And Zeals, they are so good when it comes to their defense, but let's see how GXR will deal with this. So far, GXR has been dealing with 2 of the members of Zeal. In fact, they will take 1 more as Georggyyy finds Flash. Emman will be jumping forward as they try to go for the defuse, and he's protected by all of the walls in there. And with that, GXR finds the first.
Like senyorcarL got squeezed on his own underneath the pain of the slows, the bullets, and the snake bites coming out. Georggyyy is here, gonna be coming out from the kitchen window, as he tries to find targets here and now. FireSaiyajiN drops down the spike, finds Nico in the midst of it all, and he's gonna be holding his own. That was Georggyyy to find one, and we are left into a 3 versus 3, but they got themselves a really good post plant with the Sova, as well as the, or not Sova, sorry, but Killjoy and this Viper.
One more kill and Showstopper will be available, and that's gonna be a kill from FireSaiyajiN. But he will try to have the straight up contention with this. It's not a great control, but they will plant nonetheless. They have infiltrated through, but the wall will be taken out. Why that spike? And that means Nico was exposed. Nico goes down. Yohann will be the trade-off, but this is very much doable for the defenders. Now, Georggyyy gonna be marched forward, does have the tailwind, will miss that shot, unfortunately, will not miss the second one. Still goes in the haxel with the operator. Before he spots on the stage, he's already done.
Night and day, he was just out in the open, and that kind of forced, I think, the members of Zeal to lose any form of map control that they did have, and they just kind of faltered in that one. Speaking of map control, though, it seems like Zeal, they've had enough nonsense, and they're just going for a full contact play here. But you know what, baby? GXR, they thrive in the madness, they thrive in the chaos of it all, and they are just hitting the shots. They're not even whiffing these or Wilfliums right now. They're hitting everything, and it's looking to be a rather flawless round. Let's see if Flash has something to say about that as he comes in from the elbow side. There's going to be a kill there, left into the hands of Nico, who does have a Spectre, but 4 versus 5, or 4 versus 1, spotted out by Georggyyy. He's just trying to get this this no-scope already. Takes away used, but this is in the favor of Zeal.
Ching will be able to just res this, but Nico fights 2 more.
No.
Georggyyy fights from the back lanes. This is still winnable. Georggyyy fights the Viper. Viper pit is down. It's pretty much doable. Can they take over the defuse? They had to run through the swarm grenades. They will try to defend this. No one to stop this one. And GXR. Oh my goodness.
Yohann here, who has such a beautiful timing. If he's able to get this correctly, he's gonna get 2, maybe even 3 frags. But he has to close the distance first with the Spectre. Finds one, gets traded immediately. FireSaiyajiN still has the ultimate, and Flash is playing around the corner. One is gonna be coming in from the B main. FireSaiyajiN dinks. No, never mind. No damage onto Emman, who still has his ultimate. Swinging wide, Showstopper out. He's scanning the place, finds nobody. Oh, he expended that, and he has no idea where the rest of Zeal are. Finds one first, leaving it all into the capable hands of Flash, but he is down so bad, and oh no.
But the control has already been established, and that's what matters most to Zeal now, as they have planted the spike. Now the post-plant situation, GXR are actually in a hurry to actually go for here. They can't go through the boost of this wall. In fact, they will try to go forward. Saiyajin just stops them, and look at 2G Monster prepared for Georggyyy. It is going to be a 4 versus 3. 2G Monster fights Yohann. Viper's been being committed, but now it's going to be a B execute. Seekers are going to be out. Flash is there to take down Georggyyy. Massive kill out from Flash, and he's under Snowpile at this point. Might be spotting out the enemy Sage, which is Ching for now, but Emman is going to be able to trade out Nico. Emman fights the second one from the second floor. Gets the X-Down senyorcarL, but Flash through the wallbang. Yohann is going to be able to take out Flash and trade him off. It's a 2 versus 3. Gonna be favoring GXR, the defenders. Where the swarms are. It's gonna be a fake, but a nice toxic there from Yohann. My goodness. It's a 1v1, and I think that he will take it. FireSaiyajiN just spray.
Georggyy's already on top of 410. Oh, senyorcarL, he has a positioning, blinds him, gets taken down, goes around the corner, and FireSaiyajiN, he just wanted to make something happen by himself, but he needed to wait for his teammates. Took him on stuff, wanted to go for that placement as well onto the snakebite if I'm not mistaken, but Georggyy's holding everything by himself, and he really wants to just get everything. And that
round, when you're tied up after the half, that's massive, because you get more points than just one that you just won. And now Georggyyy is going to be able to find Nico. They find more. Ching finds FireSaiyajiN. Now Georggyyy onto the left of yellow for now. They will find more. Ching is going to go down. Flash is going to be up next. senyorcarL finds his counterpart Karl, and Emman as well as Georggyyy. They want to march forward. They know that senyorcarL is in their hole. Nice usage of the tailwind to reposition himself, and now they're setting up for a crossfire that senyorcarL cannot win at all. GXR again playing this perfectly well. Marshall on the hand of senyorcarL, takes the one, gets the one.
Again in the gun round, and it works exceedingly well for them. Gets a pick, no Sage to revive. Unfortunately, we're down to the 4v5.
4v5 indeed. As Georggyyy is gonna beat the first one. Yohann finds ahead of senyorcarL. That's massive. It's a 4v4 situation, and now they're jumping towards A. With all the rifles that they have, there's no bonus round whatsoever as they went in for a full gun round. And this is such a massive play, but Nico puts a stop to that, gets 2 kills, almost found the third as Ching and Emman. They will find more kills for the squad as they try to establish control of A. For now, there is going to be the wall. Then again, Emman is down to 30 HP, and Snakebite is there to stop this. More time being bought, and more damage onto Emman, who's down to 8 HP. They don't know how close he is to going down, but look at Ching! From the low ground, gets to GE Monster, and that means Emman will be able to plant another try.
It's gonna be a one and done for GXR for sure. There's just too much distance, not really a lot of smokes to give them much cover to sneak in for the closer fights. And yeah, I mean, they're just dropping down like flies. senyorcarL and Flash as well, out in the open already. The only thing that's kind of saving them is the smoke of the opponent, which actually lowers their HP. So what they're kind of hoping for is GXR would be foolish enough to challenge them at these closer angles, but it's not going to happen in the end. One playing around the other side, they can only hope to maybe deem yourself or to always bear fruit for you. But they are still going to try to go about these aim duels. But when it's about those aim duels and FireSaiyajiN and senyorcarL can't find their marks, it seems like GXR, talking about it already, I was talking about Ching, but again, it's Georggyyy to find everything for this team. And you pointed it out, Wolf, you said it. If they can't shut down the Jet Extraordinaire, there's nothing else that I think Zeal will be able to deal with this one. Flash playing underneath Raptors here, does not get shot by the showstopper, but in the end he does not stop towering over this A site, and Emman respects it. Even if he throws a nade, it's not really much that he can do, or is there? But Georggyyy Monster, he already knows what's up, and they're all softened. Oh, Nico finds it through the wall bang, and he is just creeping around his own filth here as Emman pops down. How does he get these? And he is healing back up that pseudo HP. Emman, are you kidding me?
Oh, it's not yet done. Can he fight 2G Monster? Yes, he can. It was actually Ching. And now the Viper's spit is done. He's gonna be healing up Emman. And now they are advantage for senyorcarL from long distance. Instead of Ching. It's 1v1, but there will be a plan. Emman was able to do it. Phantom versus Vandal, Sage versus Raze. No utilities for Emman, but he's still fighting. Zeal has just gone about it. That is not the proper highlights over it. That it's not GXR still winning, but it could be though, because they've all but almost taken the members of Zeal already. Nice little flash there. Emman's blinded, but still finds senyorcarL. And our overlay, she's a bit too quick on the trigger. Yeah. I agree with you, and that you made a believer out of me for sure.
Oh,
all right.
senyorcarL dropped down as the rest just wrap around here onto the screens. FireSaiyajiN to the meat grinder they go, but it seems like they were able to wiggle their way out into the victories. Georggyyy Monster wanting to create some damage, and Karl has left himself there.
So how strong it is, and now the Seekers are out, and it's full on Sky just flexing her muscles right now. Maybe good on them, just like Astra would say, and Georggyyy already marching forward. They have to retreat. Karl will be taking out Flash for now, but senyorcarL fights the head of Karl. Now Ching is going to take out senyorcarL in exchange, but FireSaiyajiN wants to recuperate from this. It's a 2v. It will be completely difficult. He's going to be up against 3. In comes the Sky with the first flash, but FireSaiyajiN denies the Sky on the second flash. Takes him down. Now 2G Monster finds 2 of the members. Georggyyy onto Hell. Will actually transition onto backside where 2G Monster was, but 2G Monster finds his head first. Head-on collision for GXR and Zeal. See, but Nico already identifying this. He already retreated.
30 seconds left.
And this means that they will be in such a great position now. The turret's being taken out. Yohann takes one, but Nico is there for the trade-off. Emman takes down 2DJ Monster. This is still doable for GXR 3 versus 3. Now, practically, Georggyyy wants to rush forward. Yohann finds another one. And Yohann planting the spike with the lockdown together. It's 2 versus 3, and GXR have found their footing. Zeals. Oh man, it went badly for them just in a snap. And now Flash goes down to hell with the help of senyorcarL. They have taken out the turret. Backside, there is so much control from GXR, even Emman in the middle part of the draw, but Yohann is gonna be traded off. They find the second one, that's Emman down.
To burst here, Wolf.
Losing the Sage early on this round. It's not gonna be nice for Zeal. Especially because GXR, they're already working their way. Oh, look at that! Yohann finds senyorcarL, trying to satchel his way out of that situation. That means, though, that we'll be concussed for a bit. But this is still a massive lead that GXR have built. But now they found more. Look at that. This might be even a flawless as 2G Monster.
As they do get that revive, just because there is that Sage. And it all falls topsy-turvy. Zeal now playing in a 3 versus 5. Not really what they wanted. Georggyyy at the forefront once again. Blades out, right-clicks in. Woo! But timing for FireSaiyajiN and Flash to get 2 kills now. Pretty workable for them. But FireSaiyajiN has to start it all. Gets 1 pick already. And they are dissecting this for either defender or attacker.
I definitely agree with that kind of thing, but boom, potted by Big Rig will not be enough. Nico, however, picks up the slack as he takes 2 of the members of GXR. Now it's gonna be up to both Karl and Emman. Karl will be able to plant this time, and Emman to cover him. In comes the turret as well as the Sage. They will find the head of Nico, and now it's gonna be Flash versus Karl. Backside is the position for Karl. They know exactly where he is. Not really the most optimal outcome, but let's see. 2G Monster in the front position. Gets the headshot onto the Omen. He will be traded off, but that damage already done now. Ching almost being taken out by Nico. Survives with 49 HP left. Will have the healing orb just a few seconds away from now. And now Yohann, they want to try for this one. They have the lockdown. It's still a 2. It still is a 3v2. Definitely a disadvantage for Zeal. Let's see. Oh, they have found Flash. And through the wall bang, we'll take him out. Ching will be taken out by senyorcarL. With a Phantom, he gets a second one. 13 HP left with the Boombot. As well as a nade. Tried to bounce it off, but he cannot bank it. It's going to be difficult.
The dash right in, bumps his head into the middle of the site, but this is good. I don't think they'll know that Georggyyy has kind of hidden himself on this box unless his weapon peeked out, but he still gets the wide swing onto FireSaiyajiN, and he's not done just yet. Whips out the blades, looks for more, goes for the right leg, actually whips onto Nico, but this Killjoy ultimate is going to put more pressure on Zeal. They have to go for the fights now, but as they see everything being thrown out, they just go straight up into mid here. Georggyyy, how does he find these picks? He's just cracked at it. Still not going to deny the fact that that is going to allow the rest of Zeal to just charge right in. This turret is making it difficult for them to just waterfall their way onto the A site. One is actually behind the board, and they have to deal with this first. FireSaiyajiN comes into the corner, gets a kill, heal as well. That's going to be good for them. And now, with Nico planting the spike down, there's the wall, but he gets lifted up, only to get taken down. And it's only left onto Emman 3 versus 1.
What a great read from Zeal, as Emman is going to be the one left. Here's the thing, GXR already did that so many times yesterday, wherein they take control of B main by popping the Dark Cover, as well as the Sage Wall. And fortunately, Zeal, they know what they are trying to
crack enough shot. Somebody who can snowball hard. It's very much possible. FireSaiyajiN, the run-and guns, keep himself topped up, but there's like 100 billion people here on mid. But he is still dealing the damage. They're gonna pick up a Spectre, but at what cost? Georggyyy is running away for dear life, and there's like 4 people hounding him down there at mid. They're gonna leave him for the moment.
Tricky. They have the Leer, and they're setting it up with a follow-up with the page shows, and in they go onto the site, onto heaven. For the side, it comes a satchel. Karl will be able to take out FireSaiyajiN, so that's great for GXR. And now it's going to be a lot of problems for Zeals. They are dropping bodies. Not before 2G Monster finds Ching. It's gonna be a 2v2. Definitely an advantage for GXR as Flash as well is incredibly low at 10 HP. Yohann finds 2G Monster and Zeal. Unfortunately, the wrong decision to go as GXR just stops them in the tracks. Yohann to this point, but he will be taken out so early into this round. Say early, it's still a minute to go, but I believe that the deals have already set up for the attack. Oh, okay. Very cinematic in there, but as Flash is able to take out 4, can he get the ace? Can he get the ace? It seems like the answer.
Position where longer range is better, and that is A heaven or A main. And because they also do have the lockdown, this is the perfect time for them to just rummage and rush their way for a B-side take. Emman could be in a bad spot, but it's not enough. The paint shell is just a bit too shallow on the push.
Oh, look at this. Ching already finding one, but he will be traded up. Karl from GXR actually finds
the rest of GXR.
senyorcarL, gotta have to be careful showing your knee. But Georggyyy kind of revealed his position. Well, already revealed his position, but up top, GXR, they find saving grace from Ching, as well as Georggyyy, Karl, all of them together, finding 3 quick kills onto Zeals Esports. Now Flash will have to enter without his teammates. It's gonna be very difficult, but the timing might be good. He fights Yohann. No, he doesn't know
There's no chance.
Okay.
There's just no chance they're gonna be able to win this. He's gonna tap away, find a headshot onto Georggyyy, but they still don't have the positioning. He's not gonna find Karl well enough in time, but okay. Spike is going to be coming in from B. No one defending the side, so at least they're looking at a plant on the Spike. At least they're going to have some more economy coming into the next round.
Emman kind of knows that there's something going fishy, and if he times this perfectly, he's gonna spot out the movements from Zeal, but it will not be the case. He's keeping his crosser from mailroom, and Yohann kind of checks up on Ali. Looks in the right direction as he will find Flash, and the counterpart now in the middle of nowhere is Nico. Paranoia is up, and he's actually prepared for this as well as Karl. And they have seen the paint chills, and they will be putting out too many members. Lear is going to be controlled so easily. Gravity Well is going to be pumped. It goes FireSaiyajiN, vulnerable, but will be only able to take out 1. And this means that Ching will be able to just revive Emman. And all of a sudden, it's a 5 versus 3. Zeal, with all of their commitment up to ramps, it will be up or not, as GXR is far more prepared for this. Onto site they go, but they are going to be at the mercy of the Baraki. Chen jumping forward, in comes the knives, and up top, he finds the killjoy as well, whipping some of it, but the rest of GXR, they're setting up for the... Wonderfully done. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off across the map. However, it seems like B-side is not going to be the choice now for GXR. senyorcarL actually picks up this operator, but the dark cover is there. A little bit of a one-way smoke. He knows that someone is at backside, and that definitely is the Omen. Ching finds FireSaiyajiN and does have the res for Nico. 4 versus 4 once again. They will try to boost themselves up. Covering A main as well. Nico finds 1, but Ching and Karl, they combine for 2 kills. And now they go for the backside. Ching finds another one, gets the 3rd. And this might be it. senyorcarL, the only one to survive. Ching wants to find him and looking for Paranoia. senyorcarL gets 1, but Yohann is there. A ticket to the finals against Zeals Esports as GXR.